Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi and hello to all of my lovelies, my royalty, my amazing crew. Okay, let's. It's a lot of fun creating and producing and thinking of ideas every day to talk about. Sometimes I have five or six that I want to talk about, but yeah, a lot of you already know about everything else I'm working on, but oh my gosh, and I have so many updates. And so I know I need to start the other part of this. And if you've been listening, you already know what I mean by this very soon. So yeah, let's just say I'm so excited. And also another this, check out Patreon. It's just crazy how over the years, yeah, especially until the Orange Man started his second term. It's so funny how many screenshots I have collected of the racism, the bigotry, the hatred, and things that I have obtained. And it's like slowly but surely, because, yeah, trying to, as I said earlier or just a minute ago, everything I'm working on. The children's books, the novels, the activity books. Oh my gosh, I need to publish an activity book this year. And then I like more poetry. And then the recipe books that go along with the novel. And then the candles and the greeting cards. Yada, yada, yada. All that. And then while doing things that are supposed to be helping me with disability life. And yes, I'm going to be talking more about that with the other side of things. But yeah, this is Women's Month, and yeah, happy belated International Women's Day. I meant to say that yesterday, but did I? No, and I didn't even record. I recorded that episode a few days ago. So, and then yesterday I recorded an episode, but it 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 focused more on how I have a lot of haters, a lot of bullies, and it's crazy because over the years I find out why some of them have bullied me and things. And now with this new bully that I have, I call her Miss Bigot. She's going to be Mrs. Bigot, but right now she's just Miss Bigot. And so, like, analyzing and researching the demographic of her is really fascinating because it just shows how, yeah, I don't have any nice words about her. So I was like, yeah, a lot. My research is just showing a lot about why she says and does the things she says and does, and why she is so determined to lie all of the time and play the victim and or flip things around so that she can be, oh, little old me. Oh my gosh, no, never. Yeah, but then, yeah, we have the evidence. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, bullies are crazy and despicable and terrible and jealous and just not a lot. No, yeah, like I said, I have no nice things, none whatsoever. But it's Women's Month. And so while I have a lot of female bullies right now and a lot of exes who, okay, you know what? Yeah, I was going to say this yesterday, but okay. This is an announcement to Chris. Chris, stop messaging me. Chris, stop messaging me. After 3 years, like when I think I've already told the story. Okay, this is the guy who I met, and he's supposedly a doctor. And we matched on, I believe, Bumble. Yeah, I forgot which dating app, but I believe it was Bumble. But then we ended up talking and chatting and everything. But then we would talk while he was on break in his car, supposedly. But next thing I know, while we're talking, I see that his face is changing in a weird way. And not weird, but just weird where you're like, hold up, wait a minute. And then you find out that he is pleasuring himself in the middle of a parking lot. And then you try to put him in his place, like, how dare you? You didn't ask me for permission. Like, what are you doing? And then he so called apologizes, but then he does it again and then again, and to the point where you're like, I'm tired of you. It's like, you have the nerve to, and then he says, oh, at first he wants me to be his girlfriend and things, and then you find out that he's engaged, which is another, like, are you still engaged to that other woman? What's going on with, like, you keep messaging me, and then at one time I called you a no good dog, and then it's like, when you post things about your engagement on Snapchat, you know everybody can see that. You know everyone can see that, right? Yeah, okay. So, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm messy, I'm sloppy, I'm petty, but I just have to say to him, to Chris, stop messaging me. And you I take screenshots for proof and evidence. And at one point, I am going to post them on my Patreon. I have so, and some, like, now he's playing this little game. I'm going to get on the main topic in a minute, but it's like this guy is so desperate for attention. Now he'll just send a period or one time a comma because I think he missed the period. But it's just like, okay, you're this desperate, like, because over the last 48 or 72 hours he has done this. One moment, I'll count it because it's pretty sad. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five times yesterday, and then one, two, three, four, five of the periods or commas the day before. But he also had LOL, 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 hi, and then dang, dang, and then just, so why do you screenshot but don't say anything? Is this like a robot? Are you ever real? And then before that, it was a sad face. And then before that, it was a high. All of that was Saturday. Yeah, all of that was Saturday. And then Friday, he wrote me, and Thursday, he wrote me. So that's been this cycle. And so I think now he's like, I don't know, it's very random. Sometimes I won't hear from him for like another 3 to 6 months. But sometimes he'll be like, oh, I'll wait a week and do it again. And like, or a week or two or whatever. It's just very random because the last time, it's like, I think I changed, it's like I shouldn't have, but I changed the settings for him because I was like, I don't want to see all this mess. And so I had it automatically delete after 24 hours. But then I think I changed it back like late last year or whatever, like, because, well, he did it again January 3rd. He wrote and said, hi, let's be friends, and then the rest deleted. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to be putting the screenshots because, men, why do you do this? And you know what, this is going to be another episode. And the frustrating part is, like, I'm going to have to do a lot of blurring or hiding because, yeah, I'm going to say Chris because I don't care. He's getting on my nerves. And I told him, like, I'm not telling him anymore because I've told him so many times over a year and a half or 2 years, stop talking to me. Leave me alone. Stop. I don't want to talk to you. But then he ignores and he keeps doing it. And or give me another chance. You're just so sexy. You make me do those things to myself. Blaming me. It's like, if you weren't so beautiful, if you weren't so sexy, if you weren't so just intoxicating. And he'll say all of this garbage, blaming me, turning it around on me. Just send me some pictures of you so that I can get it out my system before I talk to you. But you know what? Yeah, that'll be another story. And yeah, because Mm. So yeah, today's going to be kind of political, but kind of personal and things like that because now that he started a war, and it's just crazy how all of the screenshots that I've gotten over the years, like I was saying, it's just it's crazy because so many of these conservative Republican men, it's your fault that our country's the way it is. You're nothing but a Jim Crow. Oh, you're a B word. Oh, you're a stupid liberal. Oh, you don't like the orange man? Well, get over it because he's going to have power over you. Oh, so you're a Biden supporter? You're really stupid. Oh, you're vaccinated? You're an R word. Like, I have hundreds. Yeah, I have hundreds of screenshots already posted. Some of them are repeats, but and I want to apologize for that, but I don't because I was producing or starting to create episodes, but then politically some other crap would happen and then I got behind, and so then I never, like, all of the episode ideas that I had never came to pass, but I'm gonna probably do them sometime in the future because while uploading them on Patreon, I'm like, oh, I'm looking at the screenshots and the patterns. I'm like, oh yeah, I wanted to do that episode. Oh my gosh, yeah, this pattern. Because one thing I'm gonna say is it's funny how Republicans try to say, I'm not racist, we're not racist. Why do you want to call us bigots? Bigots is like you're just saying anything and everything to the point where these words don't mean anything. But then they don't look at the pattern, they don't see what we see, because especially with all the screenshots that I've gotten and the amount of times I've been called the N-word or good for nothing or a slave or just like I've already said some of the other examples like Jim Crow, whatever, and there's so many different ones that basically are racist. And or you're a black girl that went to college. Oh, it's like, why'd you waste your time? You're never gonna be anything. These are from white men too. And so some people might try to say that I am racist against white men. Because, like, it's really funny how conservative men, Republican men, say that I'm racist because I will not date them. Mm. Is it because of your race or is it because of your political beliefs? Because a white person can be a Democrat too. Yeah, and I know there are some black, those black people who went to that African American month thing at the White House. That was kind of funny. That was really funny. But yeah, I won't. I would never date any of them at ew, no. I would never date any of them as well. So it's not a race thing. Anybody can be Republican, especially if you look at my Patreon. There are Middle Easterns that are full blown Trump supporters and Hispanics who, like, oh, the way they try to trash me and put me down and tell me that I must be like just a jerk and stuff because I will never. And it's funny, they get mad at me because I will never date them because of the political views. I'm being safe with my heart. I'm being safe with my time because I only got one life to live. Why would I want to waste it with somebody who is going to just waste it and then or try to dehumanize me? Or because a lot of the conservative men also try to tell me that I am only supposed to focus on finding a man and making his babies. Yeah. Yeah. And so when I talk about my businesses, my books, and my dreams, oh, why are you doing that for? That's stupid. Oh, you're a black woman anyways. Why are you doing, like, that's not what black women do. Makes me think about when the orange men said black jobs. Because then I'm like, oh, what do you mean by that? Oh, and they don't want to answer, just like the orange man didn't want to answer what black jobs are. No, he didn't. He still hasn't either. But it's just crazy how they keep saying they're not racist and they're not bigoted, but how come we keep finding out about these text groups by Republicans and the young, like, well, younger Republicans, some of them are my age, and it's just like, okay, come on, you're no good, middle-aged, stupid, ignorant, awful, terrible, like, ugh. ugh, you disgust me. Just ugh. It's like they want to say they're not racist, but then they love saying the N word. They love typing out the N word in both groups, and then talking about gas chambers and things like that. And they love being stereotypical. And it's like, and then even with some of the things ICE is doing, but they want to say they're not racist. But then, even with the Orange Man, all of the racist things that he's been doing this year alone, not inviting the only black governor, the only black governor, yeah, he's the only one not invited to the breakfast. Yeah, 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 it doesn't make, yeah. But then they want to say they're not racist, right? But then, majority of the Republican people that I know are racist. And because even Mr. No Heart's mom, the only reason you got into college is because you're black. Oh, the only reason you got this job is because you're black. Oh, the only reason you got that opportunity is because you're black. Anything and everything I worked hard for is because, like, yeah, to her, it's only because I'm black. But then well, I tried to give him reasons on why he played video games so much, because no, it's like video games are fun. And at one point, I am going to be on Twitch, and I'm gonna play video games while talking to you guys and doing lives and stuff. But I think I'm gonna put a limit on an hour or two. But then I'm going to switch back over to YouTube and have writing lives where, like, it's like first, video games, play, talk, whatever. I might even take some notes on, oh, I have an idea for a story, and then switch over to YouTube, and then, oh, let's work on our writing goals or whatever. If you have a painting goal, like whatever goal you have, it's like, but yeah, it's like that's the kind of stuff I want to work on. And that's how I want to uplift people, especially women, especially those with disabilities and stuff. But from Mr. No Heart, Mrs. Masher, Mr. No Heart's mother, like the amount of times, either it's because I'm black or, well, you're not like them. You're not like the others. Do you know how many times she told me that? You're not like the others. Girl, you better shut up. Like, I'm not like like the police always think so when they pull me over. And it's like, I don't. Oh. And then even with Mr. No Heart's ex-wife, once the Orange Man is president, I'm gonna buy your black girlfriend as a slave and I'm gonna whip her until she's dead. And she said this to her daughters. Her oldest daughter was crying, having a panic attack. As I go back to that episode, because I already told that full story. But it's just like all of this evidence. They keep wanting to say, I'm not racist. You can't say we're racist. You can't say we're a racist party. But then you take away DEI, but then you reframe and restructure the definition of DEI into something that it isn't, and then you try to say that it's anti-white when no, things are just now slowly becoming equal and fair, something that America's not used to. This country was made for the able-bodied white men, the straight white men. And so you guys are not used to fairness. You expect, but then they want to say they don't have white privilege and everything like that. But then when they lose fairly, they get upset and mad. And even with being in the classroom, like some of the college students that were MAGA, oh, I know I'm smarter than you, professor, because I'm white and or because you must have went to Detroit schools and other racist things. And oh, the one older student that I had, you look like my last Hooters waitress. So I know this will be interesting. It's like, oh, so I know you're not going to be able to really teach me much because you look like my who, like one, who said the Hooters waitresses are dumb? It's like they were smart enough to get that job to get your money. Like, I mean, is or are you admitting that you don't tip well as you know? But that's just my thoughts. So I don't know. It's just really, and even back to Mrs. Masher, and I have other examples I'll say in a minute, but she always wanted to play Candace Owens material to me and then keep telling me how I need to start listening to Candace every day and learn from her. And I need, because she was trying to turn me into a conservative. And it's really funny how so many of the ignorant, terrible, stupid, idiotic things her and her other family members would tell me because like after dinner they would line up and try to like kind of like that CK jerk. Ugh. It's like they would like line up and try to say, oh well, you have this on Facebook, you posted this Democrat thing on Facebook. Sure did. Well, you don't really mean this. Yeah, I posted it, I meant it. Well, okay, you must not really mean because what about blah blah blah? Oh, well, this happened, and then look at this in history, and look at this part of history, and then they wouldn't really know what I'm talking about because I guess they didn't really pay attention in school. And my ex would brag that they didn't even study African American history and or celebrate African American month. So when I would talk about any other type of history outside of America and or outside of white American history, because even with Native Americans and the Asian Americans and the railroads and things like that, and then the Underground Railroad, and with African Americans, they knew nothing. So whenever I would bring up, like, remember this part in history? Yeah, that's an example of why we shouldn't do A, B, and C, and look at the hatred and look at the like after effects of what happened and blah blah blah. And they would just look at me like deer in headlights. And it got to a point where my ex told me I was not allowed to talk politics with them. But I'm like, they came to me. They came to me. Come on now. It's like, if you're not ready for me, don't come at me. Right? Right. So, but anyway. Oh, they want to say they're not racist, but. And what do you guys think? Because again, I have so many messages on Patreon to, send out. But then, oh, also with Mr. Lockakee's ex girlfriend. Like once he started dating me, oh, well, I guess he's no longer pure. Because at first it was just like, I guess she's no longer pure. But then she came up to the house. Yeah. His ex girlfriend, who, like, he told me that he only dated her because he gave her or she gave him that special candy he was addicted to. And so he was like, it was a free ride. And it's like, because he said, he never liked her. But I was like, oh, so she trapped you. Is that how you learned how to trap people into relationships? Because since she trapped you, you paid attention and you upskilled it to the point where now you're trapping me and telling me that you're going to get rid of yourself or eliminate yourself from the earth if I don't date you? Is that how this happened? Mm. And I didn't realize that until like a couple years later, but yeah. But, and then even studying for grad school, his family members hated it because I was working on my second master's, the MBA, and his like stepmother, they're not, I don't think they ever married, but yeah, it's like they lived in a car together, like his dad and this woman. So yeah. But anyway, the amount of times she called me the N word and then like outside and neighbors heard, and it's just like, if you're going to say that the Republican Party is not racist, how come 99% of the people who I know voted for the guy are racist and have said really racist, awful, terrible things? And then I refuse to date conservative Republicans. And then they turn around and they blame me. And how come on dating apps over this past weekend? It's like there's the one dating app Duet. It's kind of funny because about 80% of the time, this guy likes you. This guy wants you to like him back. Conservative. Conservative. Read a profile. Because how come I read profiles and I swipe left and right and things when I see not political, when I see men who skip the question, when I see conservative, I know automatically swipe left. Automatically, with no question. And then with so many conservative men, it's like because at first if they skip the question, I'm like, oh, I'll just ask them. I learned, don't do that because having the conversations and like sometimes talking politics because at first oh you're so beautiful, oh you're just so amazing, oh I want to make you wifey, who'd you vote for? You're not supposed to talk about this. You're a young lady, you're a beautiful young woman, why are you talking politics? It was like you've met a great man now, so just let me nah mm-mm. I'm not, I will never date a man who's about to vote away my rights. So who did you vote for? Yeah, I don't hear from him again, and I'm happy. Oh, and there are even some guys who leave and then they think they come back. Did you miss me? No. And then they want to call me out my name and call me the B word, the C word, the N word, and almost the elemental P, just any word that they can think of because I didn't miss them and because I'm so thankful that I know that I want nothing to do with them. Yeah. Some people are like, why didn't you block them? I'm never gonna contact them. It's like if they're stupid enough to contact me, that's on them. Okay, like, and also if they come back, that's more stuff for me to screenshot for my Patreon. I don't like whatever. Whatever. But it's just crazy with how much the conservative party they keep trying to say that they are not racist. But then like they keep doing so many racist, bigoted things. But then they try to turn it around on us and blame us. And even with the education, even with the master's programs, it's like they're trying to hurt like people of color, black, and even white women. You better be careful. White women, you better, because with a lot of these laws and rules and stuff, white women benefited from it the most. So it's really funny when conservative women are literally voting their own benefits away. But then some of them are so dumb that, oh, I got laid off. I lost my job. It must have been because I wasn't like capable. It must have been because I wasn't qualified. No, you stupid idiot. Like, okay, maybe you should have lost your job if you're stupid enough to think that. It's like that's not how DEI works. You were more than qualified. It's like, but a lot of these jobs, a lot of these companies, a lot of HR, a lot of these business owners did not want to hire women to begin with. And so, but this pressured them to have to hire qualified women. And so that's how you got your job because of it. But now that you lost it, now you think, oh, I wasn't good enough. Fine. Think that way. If you're that like small minded, fine, whatever. We black women, we've done enough. It's like 'cause it's funny how now certain people want us to now do all the work. And the work that they tarnished, the work that they burned down, the work that they were just like, eh, like it'll just hurt black people. And now it's hurting them more than it hurts us because we prepared. They didn't realize black people, we were we prepared for what is going on. Just like the black farmers with those lawsuits. I already talked about it. Go catch up, whatever. But, anyways, I'll talk about this another time, like always. Thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handy capable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.